Hello and welcome to the recap section of the Let's Play, where we're just telling you what actually happened to see if you are interested in watching or not. Yes, your time is precious and I do recognise this. Right, what did we do? Well, we got one of the BI Industries generators, very similar to the base game one. It's a desert model, hence the colouring. And it's slightly enhanced but not silly, so we actually cashed in a little bit, which gave us a bit of a nest egg on top of our 70 grand that we had. And all the way through the winter we ducked and dived and sold lots of equipment, which basically enabled us to buy the latest tractor, the Biggie. They've got 3 biggies now. It did sort of cripple us a bit because it is expensive. This one was quite dear, but we now own 3 big tractors, so that move from the Massey that we lost early on it's now fixed. We've now got 3 big tractors for this, as well as the John Deere, and we've ducked and dived. We've got a new Dragon because the old one was worth more than the new one, so we ducked and dived. I bought the Snufflestuck especially for the Dragon, and then realised actually the Snufflestuck doesn't have the right fitting for the Dragon, so we've now got Snufflestuck, which is a dolly anyway, it's not a waste. But I bought it for the Dragon to make it more useful, so that it could tug. I think actually there is a way for me to rectify this situation. I don't think we've got one on I'm sure my trailer. We're going to lease. No, I thought go out on a limb, because it's never a waste to have this kind of trailer anywhere in a Let's Play, especially later on when you need animals. It's just a bit. Yeah, last thing we'll do. Just want to make sure. I'm sure that my modified. Yeah, I love the Red Rock. That was one of my favourite trailers in. But the one I'm thinking of is my modified one, and I want it as the Bale trailer, which is 7,777, and I think that should do. The reason I bought that over the bottom one is the fact that it's yeah, scrap you. It should work, but if not, I'm not going to lose any sleep. It's a good buy for the Let's Play. So I think, sure, this is modified with all hitches, if I remember, if I've done my job right. Yay! So now it's the same price as the bottom, but also can become another trailer. So there you go. That's the answer to that question. It's I think I'll have to do that on most of the Let's Plays when I've got things like the Dragon. It's really now made this very, very useful, and we have not repaired this, Mr. Smith. Let's make that the last job in the session. Yeah, so we bought quite a lot of stuff. We also kept a bit. We've got a header, a sugar beet header, you can see there. We also bought the Rostral Mash header and the Snufflestuck out of the proceeds of us ducking and diving. So it was a really good session, but I'm almost forgetting to carry on with the session. Right, so we want to repair. No, we want to repair. I got used to like selling. It's terrible. Yeah, so basically we did a lot of ducking and diving, which enabled us to buy that beautiful thing. We bought a potato planter, but Mr. Smith sillily sold it by mistake by pressing the wrong button. So then we had to lease the potato planter that we've got presently using. So I was a bit annoyed about that, but yeah, we were getting very low on funds because I bought that. So in a way, it's helped us back. So we're at 49,598. It's an interesting session. It's still worth you seeing what happened, I personally think. But again, it's your time, so I shall leave it with you. We also ploughed the 4th fields. We leased a thing, and we've now got 4 very concentrated fields. We also moved the shed in this session, so where that is, it's not actually sitting in the middle of nowhere, it's sitting in front of the shed. What I said was that this slab of land is very precious because there's no flat land on this map apart from next to the road, and it's only very shallow. I wanted to get rid of everything off this, so this is going to become the production slab going forwards of any productions we need. So it was with design in mind. So we've got 2 sheds right next to the fields for like putting equipment in. You can see what I'm talking about. That look at the damage to the land, what I had to like soften to make it like work, and the undulations on that are like something else, aren't they, really? But yeah, that's what happened this session. I think personally an interesting one. We obviously sold our bread, which is also ticking back up now. Oh, we're selling still. No, we're not. Oh, are we? No, we're storing. Yeah. Oh, wow. We need to get the bread out of there then, don't we? I should have put a little tiny storage bin next to that. We could sort of, because this is the basic model. How much storage of we could stop the flour from distributing in the grain mill. Like, let's stop that and store. Get rid of all the flour in this one. Sell it. I know we're going to lose a little bit. Really, I wouldn't do it like that in real life. We'd actually just put storage in that we would link, but we're going to put a storage bin in, sell all the bread that we're going to make, and then we're going to put in one with a little bit of storage next to it. We could put the storage bin in now. It won't affect this one, I might add, but it will be better for us in the long run. So let's put a little... This silo is a really good silo in itself, but really for this, this is where I think it sort of shines as almost like an extension. Okay, so it's owned by me there, but it's not owned by me there. It's a bit different. I thought we were going. Oh, we are now. Yeah, that's. We're going to need to like level a bit to make that work. And then we're going to need soften. Got to recognise this. You need to like go broader, otherwise it does that and falls straight away. Yeah, and we need to do a bit of... Might be able to do a little raise just at the corners to fix that. Yeah, it's always a bit... Yeah, it's not too bad. That's not too bad. But this won't recognise that's storage because we put it down afterwards. But the new one would recognise the storage in that, which is what I'm hoping we're going to do. Yeah, so we're going to leave that all. It still has... Yeah, it's... Let's do this properly. Let's do a little bit more levelling. From that point there, like across to there like that. And then we can probably soften just a little tad. That's a broader soften rather than that. That's about right. Yeah, spot on. I do love it when the plan comes together. It's a bit, yeah, maybe needs a bit softening there, but we need to put a new one down, so it's only going to make it cost us more to put this down. So yeah, that's the plan then. So 43,815 with that little... okay, right, well, let's set that going. Oh, we don't want that. We can't have you not working. That's the whole reason for us doing this type of thing. Right, and then I am literally... Yeah. So that is really what happened on the session. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the session. Mind you, I ought to show you doing this. I do like to show you the work, so... Oh, okay, that's one way to do it. Why did that... Oh! Why did that not recognise the potatoes as having potatoes in there? Why is that not... Oh, it's because it's full. That's bizarre. That should have recognised that. It recognises it when I do it, so that is a bit odd. I think we got to about here. But they'll please themselves anyway. Right, so yes, I do really hope you enjoy the rest of the session. You know, it's so difficult not to say hello when for years you've said hello. We're just carrying on trying this summary, which means I always say hello at the end because I tack the end onto the beginning, which is, it's a bit of a weird sort of thing, but I think it's alright. Again, I am really wanting your feedback see, yeah, I thought it was a bit. Also, I did think about this. I thought there's no point in like doing. Yeah, I've done a bit of a soup up version of this. This exact one. Yeah, so it's actually still worth quite a lot. It's not gone down an awful lot, has it? Yeah, we've got a slightly enhanced version done by BI Industries. So I thought, let's do it. Yeah, the other thing is I'm also road testing my own mods. It's like a desert version, basically. It's obviously, as the BI Industries, all of it is, it's all about, it's reconditioned. So, oh yeah, we don't care about overlapping. That's fine. We just want to gain a bit more space back, which we can sort of do if we'd like. Yeah, it doesn't like going too close to the end though, does it? So that was about as good as it gets. Wow, it's ever so finicky. It seems to me though that let's just try this in somewhere else. You know, we have got quite a lot of bits where we could sort of stick this, like on bits we're never going to extend the. It is owned by us, so we can clearly see that. So it's almost like JMGaming's put a buffer in where you're not allowed to put it, even though it is yours, and that is a bit annoying. Right, I see. Because this is our field, so is this. So there should, on almost all maps, there's it's got a bit of a solar panel on the top there, but I realise that. Yeah, that'll do. In between the borders, because we're never gonna like. I would say that is about perfect. Although I say that, let's just make sure that it's not hovering on air or something silly. That's the trouble when you like use B mode, as it's now called. You can have like, yeah, look at that. The cables, the cable on the right is because of how heavily, yeah, that is terrible. So we're going to need to like really soup up the land just in that particular place, otherwise it looks silly. And that is a huge nodule of yeah, it is. Let's put a little bit of grass on as well, shall we? Make it a bit like normal. This grass is a bit special though. It's like what did I find that I couldn't do on this type of grass? It is there, but you can't see it on that bit there. It doesn't. It's taken, but yeah, it's there, but it doesn't look like it is. Right, smashing. So that's sorted. Just wanted a bit more room because this is the flattest part of the map, and if it's a bit fussy about where you're allowed to put on your own land and it's always got to be in a bit, it's still the best place. I still think we ought to be removing this for the same reason. It's the flattest place for productions. I think we should treat this as the production slab. I think we should do it now. And then we should put this somewhere else as well. Yeah, I know we're going to lose a bit. We're going to do this now while it's sort of... So we're not moving, but this is still our farmyard. And I know, obviously, people really don't like that. As in, yeah... I try my best not to do that ever again. I've learned my lesson from doing that type of thing. So I think we ought to do it like that. But we've still got B mode on. No, we hadn't. That was actually right. Yeah, it's quite a lot of levelling. And I understand that. So if we get more and more the more you go down. It's no different. So we just do it on the edge of the field about like that you can still... Well, do we want it like that, or do we want it going down like that? Possibly. That is costing us some cash to get that done, as well as a huge amount, by the look of it, of softening. Oh, I said it right. I was going to correct myself and say it's not smoothing, it's softening. Again, that's what I said. Shocked to myself, I actually remembered it right. Right, so this is all that severe. It is good though, this tool. It's very good for like dragging between the two, stealing the land back from the other side. This reminds me of FS19. That was really good. The equivalent tool, which was not called softening. It really is quite good, and I should say that gradient's not far off. So it doesn't need. It does it for you. It's really quite fantastic. Sometimes your results are a little less than stellar. So we've still gained some cash by the. It's a slightly better model. The BI Industries one. The tech's a little bit better, but it's not silly either. I didn't want to like make a generator that was. What it's mainly about is there's no better way to test your mods to see that they're stable and to actually use them. So that's my main reasoning. I should still. See if I can get underneath that without. Yeah, that's perfect. It's much better. And so, decide to get out of the Russell Mash. Left hand side, thought so. Right, so that's everything done. So you will notice a slight difference. It's better on the low end, but it still gets some low poor end sort of tick ups as well. So, right, so we're in September. We are now a little bit higher than we actually were before. Yeah, we remember that. I remember that. Now then, did I have to... I think we did everything, didn't we? All the cultivating's been done, which we can check on the map. We've pulled out of our other field, so it's no longer ours. So that's, yes, yeah, cultivated. Stubble tillage, seedbed. Classes it as stubble tillage, doesn't it, rather than seedbed. It's a cultivator. Yeah, that's really bizarre. Why does it not class it as cultivated? It classes it as stubble tillage. The green and the greens are two almost similar, but it is definitely not seedbed. It's all cultivated. It doesn't do either, and yet that's exactly what it is. It's a cultivator. That's a bit of a bizarre one, isn't it, really? Well, it's done anyway. We've done all that we can. So then, really, we've just got to go straight through till March when we're going to replant, and we can straight away plant immediately with this beautiful bit of kit now that we've actually cultivated. Even though the map doesn't recognise that we've cultivated, we actually have. So yes, are we going to increase the field? I think if we're going to do that, we're going to need to do what we did before. I think we're going to lease the big 12 metre. It's just silly to like use the little 4 metre when we could rip that in about 2 minutes. Well, slight exaggeration, but I think I'd like to prep this. So let's go and let's try and go the proper way, and let's lease one of those beautiful 12 metres by Black Sheep modding. Let's get some work done. Grab a stone picker as well, and then we're going to go through the winter. I thought it's not really that bad, right? Yeah, we can't do that, can we? I was going to go to the actual shop, but it's not where you think it is. I think it's in a different place. So we want plows, and we want this beautiful little thing, which this can manage absolutely beautifully. No, actually we want to lease it. Yeah, we do. That's me being... Well, that was a Freudian slip. That's what you want to do. We could afford it. But for 1,000, it is true. Often leasing is sometimes with these low, but sometimes something like this is just too useful not to allow great fields, not to actually own. You know, I mean, sometimes you need it. Yeah, the only weird thing is, it used to be able to plough on the little bit at the bottom. It can't do that now. It only activates that when you've got the entire plough open, which I thought that was quite a good feature. I was bragging about how Black Sheep modded and done it because it's a little plough too, and now it's not. It's just a big plough. Right, the bread. That's what we've got to remember. Right, so then we're gonna go. We're just going to be guided by the bushes because we do need this to be maximum size what we've got. So we're going to not be greedy. We're going to go for maximum size as you would, but I just want to keep the bushes and a little tiny bit of land extra. And says as he rips the bushes out. Yeah, I'm going to bend very slightly because I've got to follow the contour, so I'm going to very, very gently, gingerly nudge like that. Because it's, as I said, it's just this, on this map, this is about the only way you're ever going to do this, is to gain fields at close proximity, is to make the fields yourself, and literally to, which I pretty much did on Risoux Forest before. So if we just aim straight up at that corner, it should be about perfect. And we just literally gradually, gently push down a little, give a decent headland. I don't want any like that. That's decent. Yeah, there's no mistaking that that's a decent sized headland. Now we need to try and keep that like level. Say about there. So sort of like try and follow the contour of the existing field. We don't widen out. We don't want to go too close to the shed either. We want there to be a bit of space in between it, so that this is, the farmyard is a long stretched bit. I think I'm going in a little. Actually, I'd say that bush is not a bad place to go to. It leaves us a bit. Actually, yeah, that's about right. It is. So I can aim straight for that corner then. I always find it helps to do the outline first. I don't know how everybody else feels about this. Yeah, it could make this a different shape, so you gain a bit more land. We may tweak this. We shall see. It's about right, I should say. It should intersect about perfectly. Yes, I do love it when the plan comes together. It's excellent. Alright, so then now it's just a matter of filling it in, which is obviously a little bit bigger. I'd say if we were like living up to my 2 minutes, probably the time is up now, and that's what I'm saying. It's a literal, it's not a literal thing, is it, that saying, really? It's not literally 2 minutes, so you mean I'm not going to be very long, and you're not with this. It's a beautiful bit of kit. Overlap this time, I think. Doesn't hurt in a way, but gently nudge, so we're stealing a bit back, bit by bit. Am I going to have time? No, it really is going to be another 2 or 3 minutes max, and we will have done it. I'm not going to grab the stones yet, though, because again, you can get them in the sales, the 5 and the 9 metre. Now that we've got the original one, and I'm glad we've not got the Daigle ones. Never liked those at all. Even if they were in the sales, I'd like to sniff my nose up at them. They were just too small. I think you've got to have tools that are reasonable, that you like using. I could always use the Elho's a good one, and obviously it's been modded. Yeah, Black Sheep Modding wasn't the only one that did that. There was a dodgy one that started it. It was Yogi Bear, it was called. I had that one for a while, and I thought, no, I don't want a ripped off one that's not legit through the model. But yeah, I tried not to do that because it's not fair. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was original in so much as no one else had done it, and it was a well done piece of a nice mod. Yeah, still got this little bit of a, but it's better. Yeah, I think it's weird. I think I didn't see an update, and yet this is definitely better. That lag factor where you can see the ploughing was terrible. It's now just like a little tiny flicker where it's not quite with you, the speed, but you can see it for a second. Yeah, as you like go on, if you look closely at the plough marks, sometimes are visible. Now it's weird, I'm looking at it now and actually it's not doing it this time. Oh, it is a little, yeah. little green flickers. It's not quite right, but it's definitely an improvement. Oh, did I miss that? Oh, no, no, no. I'm trying to hire you. It's all red, but I did actually miss a bit. It really was green. 2 more should get this easily done. And we'll at least send this back and we'll take it back to the shop, because this Let's Play, we really have got absolutely no excuse at all. We're right next to the shop. Well, in fact, we are. All the slab that we are now using just seems a bit sensible, although we've stuck by the road for the productions that we've got. We can't continue to do that. There's only so much space, and I think we've already taken that up. And the bakery is big, as we saw. Right, fantastic. Still 2 more, so actually we were slightly wrong. Yeah, it tapers a bit, doesn't it? So yeah, JMGaming's been very busy. He's done another map. I can't remember its name, but I've seen it. Beautiful. Looks very nice. I'm surprised in a way. He can't be proud of Vuillet Normandy, because he doesn't mention it on his Discord thing, that he mentions he's a modder, and he mentions Agres Balcones, Risoux Forest and Rombos Road. He doesn't mention Vuillet Normandy, so I don't know whether it wasn't a great success or what, but I thought it was his best work to date. I've got to be honest, I thought of all of his maps that Vuillet Normandy was an absolute cracker. Still got his hallmarks of it being monstrous, as he calls it. But yeah, this other one actually looks quite flat. It's still got some undulations, but I thought that's very not JMGaming in comparison to what he's always like. He loves these really big hills that really do. You've got to work, you know, like hard to make them work. Oh, it's doing well on the bread then. Yeah, I switched my monitoring off because it made no difference. I sound loud to myself when I'm not, so I think I've got to do what I've always done, which is basically to put a little bit of microphone boost on, but I've got to be careful. I've got that sort of voice. It's very quiet, but if I then get excited, I go over the crackle, where you crackle. I'm just done. Right, I want to return, is what we're trying to do. Yes, fantastic. And we are going to go through the winter. Yeah, we've checked already what is in the sale. We're going to keep it on that. The speedy. So we've got, yeah, I know a Let's Play that would kill to have this little beaut. And I'm not, yeah, on Riverbend Springs we want vegetable planters. Mind you, I could buy a couple, really. Although we've just blown our money on, not when I say blown, we just bought a couple of fields. We did really well, but you wouldn't think we had. But yeah, we've also bought a load of kit that should make the Let's Play a lot more nice. Yeah, for us really. Alright, so let's go through. We're keeping an eye on December. We do a 9 though. Yeah, I'm also not trying to make the mistake of... see, that was hardly any better than like the normal one. And that's what I'm saying, it's not. The mouse. Nope, we do not need that at all. It's only October. Nothing we can do, so there's no need. Well, we've actually done the field, the new field, which will probably need liming. That is true, we could set that going. Usually does, doesn't it? Needs liming immediately after ploughing, like that's something you've never had before, so that is probably not a bad thing to set the limer going. It just, oh, now that was better, 7,000, yeah. Oh, no, we are looking for big tractors. It would cripple us, but header. It's a 6 metre as well. We don't own one, do we? I keep forgetting this. So really, that's actual very Russell mash we need for ourselves. Yeah, and I do believe that Giants have caught up on. It's not a very good bonus, but it's not terribly expensive anyway. It's still a third off, so do you know? It's 4.2 meter. I didn't realise there's a corn one, especially as well. Are we liable to do corn or? Typical. That's the one that the bonus is, but we want to buy this. And that is exactly the same one as we've already got. We're going to hang fire. I know I want one, but that would cripple us. So have we? I don't think we have we? Trouble is, I'm not a massive fan of the square bailiffs because they're like little. Yeah, we will just to be sensible. Because I don't think this could cope with. I think it can cope with a 6 though. Yeah, we'll be a little bit choosy rather than like no. So it's November now. Sometimes the price of bread is a little high. No, it's yellow, so we're going through definitely through till tomorrow or December. Got to get out of the habit of saying this. Yeah, I'm trying not to go too close to the microphone because that's the other thing that causes it to go into the what they call clipping. So I've got to get better at this. All I need to do is stick about 5 dB gain, and then yeah, that's another reasonable tick up. It's not stupendous. Homer 2.7 meter. Why not? That is a good price. And do we do a bit of dabbling? I think we will. We don't want that because it just puts the price up. I don't think you get anything extra for it. Yeah, we do want to purchase it, yeah, but only to immediately sell. We're right next to it. Let's not map hop for something that's a stone throw away. Yeah, and the higher it is, the more cash profit you make. So if this is 132, you should make about 13,000. So the bigger the object that you sort of sell, the more profit you're making. But you can't faff around and leave it. You've got to sell it straight away. Green, that's all I'm looking for. Yeah, that's not bad right now then. We may as well do them because they're both brilliant. I'm tempted to keep that in case we got the Homer. I've not done sugar beet very much, and that's just too good. But that we're going to like sell. Because between those little wheeler dealings, we're pretty much paid for that header. It's what I'm thinking. And we won't lose much. If it just sits there, it was just a dabble in something that we thought we'd go into and we're not sure. This one, I would, if it was a bigger spread, I'd have it. It's just, I'm not a massive fan of. The other thing is, yeah, we've not got any animals, there's no point. At the minute, the only point I see in having slurry or manure is the fact that it's free fertiliser. There is no fertiliser mods yet. I'm quite enjoying the fact that there are though. It's nice to actually have to. Yeah. So we're right up to 134,000, but we've also bought something from the profits that we made. I quite like that. So we should see now. The bread is 12,000 litres. So we need to go to this and need to change to selling. Speed up 1 hour. We should see a almost imperceptible, a slight little bang from 134,000. It'd be a little bit more than a bang, but not terribly. Yeah, not too bad actually. Yeah, it was a bit more than I thought. And then we like change that back to storing again. And there's 3 tons of flour. How much have we got of? Can't see me. Oh no, we can only see flour in that, can't we? So this you need to see how much oats you've got left. 45 tons. So as much as I said this was brilliant, it is sort of bottoming out a little bit. It's doing... Might need to tweak a little bit. Might not be quite as good as I thought. Again, this is where I find using your mods, you get a feel for, like, you know, like what it is. Oh, okay. We've not really got a means of shifting that, have we? So, do you know? We'll say no. Yeah. Right, so then let's go through to January morning. I do love doing this because, as in like they're going through the winter, because it's the culmination of your activities for the year. So that profit was our real culmination of like what we did. Oh no, we've got next year we're going to really benefit from last year's work because, oh, now that was a better tick up. That was a much better one. We've got a Nardi, oh, the dragon. We've already got one, haven't we? We've already got the dragon. Wait, on this one? Lizard dragon. Yeah, we have. We do want to buy the Schnuffle stuff to make it, to get the most out of it though, so it can actually be used a little bit more than it is at present. So, as good as that is, I mean, how much is ours worth? I think we bought it at the sale, so it's going to be not worth a lot. Yeah, 30,000. And that one is 23. I know what you're thinking. It's probably not a bad thing, is it? It's a bit... I've got to get used to this. Ooh. That's in my... Oh, God, 1 second. I've lost my mouse even though I can see it. That's better. Right, so it's true. A sensible person would do a little bit of ducking and diving. Let's sell this for the max at the shop, and then we're going to buy another one. And we're going to make a few thousand. That's what I'm saying. You make about 7,000 from the fact that we're buying in exactly the same vehicle. But I am going to do it. I prefer it red, so we're going to call it the next one. Yeah, so we just got to make more than 23,000 from the sale of this, and we could see that it was already worth 30. So if we sell it at the shop, it should be worth more. And what we're going to do is immediately sink the profit into a Schnuffle stock for the next one to make it more useful. That way we're benefiting the Let's Play. So I'm going to have to... This really is part of the game now, actually, this kind of wheelie dealing. But I don't want it to be a long... Yeah, oh, brilliant. Yes, please. Now we need to buy the dragon, but we are going to... do we want it in that configuration? No, I think the bale trailer I'm quite happy with. Trailer hitch, yes. Main colour, black. And that's rim colour. Let's try it. Rim colour red. Enough red, or do we do the main colour red as well? I quite like that. Yeah, that'll do. 23,791. Buy yes. Now we do need to repair it, admittedly, but we still make profit. So Schnuffle stock, I believe, is what we said we were going to do. The Sunhammer's a small one, isn't it? This is a really, really tiny one. I just don't ever like going that. So we want, I think it's miscellaneous. And I'm prepared to go small because I'm not a massive fan of the long one. Always thought it was too long in FS25, but it's a beautiful bit of kit with far-reaching things than you think you buy in the Schnuffle stock. I'm not a massive fan of the colour either. Narrows, which I don't think you had that option before. I don't know why we pay more though for the shorts. Right, want to go. Yeah, red and black. I think beautiful. Another hydraulic colour. We'll change it. We'll have it different though. No, I get told off for my colour choices. Let's just go. I want it to be different though, because I want it to. Oh, pretty much as it was before, because it's a goldy colour. Let's try blue. Red and blue go together well. I just want it to shine out a little bit differently. The hitch is already a different colour. That will do nice. It was lighting support colour. What does that mean? Oh, no, 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 no. Not that. Now we'll go black. Yeah, definitely. And 70,750. We will indeed buy it, even though I do feel a little bit robbed that that's cost us an extra 7 grand for less metal. It seems a little bit. So we're right down to 152,000. So let's go whizzing through. Do we do a bit of ducking and diving to make that up? We only have to, like, we could do the Dalbo and the Nardi and pretty much make that cash back, couldn't we, really? Yep. Both of them you're only going to make a couple of grand. So just to me, again, it's speed. I don't want this to ever, like, ruin, but it is sort of now part of the game. It's got to be acknowledged. When I first saw the person talk about this, I thought, no way, you're not going to make any cash off this type of thing. But actually, you do. Even the short snuffle stuck is, in my personal opinion, how the long one should be, and I think the short one should be even shorter. Oh, okay. For some reason, now that's naughty, because that's the shop's fault. The shop's, like, landed it in a bad place because we've got too much stuff. Let's grab the dragon and see if we reset that. Yeah, well, it's a bit poorly, this one. Yeah, see if we can reset the Nardi, because it's not our fault. Oh. Hang on a minute, that's got every kind of hitch known to man. Obviously not quite the right hitch. Oh. Well, that surprises me. I thought he'd got every hitch. Obviously not. Oh, that is annoying. The entire reason I bought that was for the dragon. Okay, let's grab that. Let's take that. What was I saying about fast? Mind you, it's not helping having that mod. We have got a lot of kit here. It is my fault, really. But it's typical, you're trying to be quick and you end up not being quick. Yeah. Right, so now then, let's see if we reset that last thing. Will you move in slightly without grabbing the equipment that is going to cause issues, so we can literally quickly sell? I know we could keep it, but this is one of the few maps where you really don't need a header trailer because you're rolling out onto your fields straight off. I would if you've got them strewn out like you can do. Oh, okay, did that do anything? Not really. Not really. Okay, this looks worse, if anything. Ooh, lucky. Whatever it was on before was worse. This is a big Nardi as well. Capable of headers far larger than the Rossomash would. I mean, that's the other thing. The Rossomash's headers are tiny in the first place, so... green blob, alright. Fantastic. So that's made a little bit of cash back. And I'm very disappointed that these Schnuckle Stuck doesn't do that. I thought that was the entire reason for it, that it was a way of interfacing between lots of different models. I'm going to have to push up the making of my Schnuckle Stuck. It's not going to be called that. It's going to be a modified dolly, basically, that interfaces between lots of different types. Right, so it's January. Let's go through to February. The other thing is having a big amount of cash. If you do see something like a tractor that's to sell, that is, then obviously, I mean, like this, we've now got the cash to buy and sell these. Do we need a big drop deck? We haven't got a lorry, have we? We've got a dolly though now. It's quite a nice one, this one. It's a bit big for this map, though, isn't it, really? But we could buy and sell it. That's what I'm thinking. It's a quick 3,000. Oh, no, we have, yeah, I was just thinking. I was about to say, yeah, but you've got no means of like, doing it. But actually, we have. The Schnuffelstuck will definitely manage that. Yeah, I am a bit surprised, because I've got to be honest, it's sort of... Right, so, this can do everything. It goes to anything, I think, is its real thing that, yeah, I want mine to work with, to make things like the Dragon, which is a really good... Oh. Keep missing it. No, you don't make... I was just looking. I'm not interested in selling, really. Right, so they then need to buy the Volvo. We don't want any extra grapples. I don't think you make if you do these extras. Yeah. And the reason I do that is because the bigger the item is, as I said, you make 13,000, which is more than I could make in a year from farming. So, and that's what I'm saying. I was thinking about this. At the beginning of the Let's Play, I've always played this, like, it used to be a year, and then I started to do 6 months, like, from August, like, all the way over the winter. And now this could be a real asset, because we could... Instead of sinking our cash, we need to buy land, because I always put a generator down. So that means you've got 6 months of a generator, which is... I don't want any silly ones, not like the radio tower or anything silly. It's too good. I want to try to ground myself that everything's reasonable and it's not too silly. But this is a real legit way of making cash, where you could buy and sell whatever comes into the shop for 6 months to make profit on top of your generator, and that really is not a bad place to be. Yeah, I mean, that is amazing. That's a really... They're bored to say we can just afford it. Wow, talk about... Oh, no, it's just... We're not that far away. And what I'm saying is, this ducking and diving, it's got its place. It has. And I'm really... If I'm to make the most of the game, unless Giants think this is now... By me doing the 176, I stand a chance of earning 17,000 from the sale of this item. And the one thing I've seen so far, which I'm not bragging, I'm just saying, is the fact that it doesn't matter. It seems to always be 10 to 15%. Yeah. Ooh. Now that's a good winter, is it not? We've not really got a means of shifting it easily, and that's when I don't want it to, because it takes time. We would make cash from it, but like, let's go through till June from February, really? I would say March, personally, but what do I know? Perhaps June does follow February, Mr. Smith, in your universe. In most, it's definitely March. Oh, my life. Now I'm thinking more on that for this map, but potato planter. If we do a bit of ducking and diving with this, and this time, yeah, so if we sort of sell, let's grab the John Deere first. See, I never thought, we didn't have the cash earlier though. Right, let's grab that. We'll grab the crystal, sell the crystal, and then we'll keep the bigger one, because we'll probably just still have a little bit of cash by the time we keep that. As I said, this is a good way of actually and the bigger the item, the more you profit. That's what I'm saying. And as I said, I've not seen, it doesn't seem to matter. I used to think that if it's got 70% you'd make more money. You don't. It's the same. It doesn't care. If you put 34%, I used to think, oh, will I lose on this sale? But so far, Giants have not actually done anything like that. So if we buy that, sell that. I apologise, this is taking a bit longer, but I've got to be honest, this could benefit the Let's Play. So if it's going to take an extra 20 minutes but you can afford a tractor that you really couldn't because you've basically ducked and dived a little bit, then it's worth it. This tractor on a normal Let's Play I wouldn't want to be selling it, I'd keep it. But on this one we really need like 300 odd horsepower tractors because the land is really severe. And they are costly, let's be honest. Even in the sales, you don't tend to, you're not a snippet. You know, it's more like 15%, that's actually not bad. So if we buy, I think, if we buy that, it's going to leave us 60 odd grand. And if we buy that as well, which is a good idea really for us. So I think we do need to buy that. To make that extra 5 grand that's going to keep us almost in the black, as the saying goes. Yeah, the potatoes, obviously we know that they're good, so it's, I'm also thinking of a second line of business. Potato soup, rather than just potatoes. It's a real good little learner. Now then, I think we plant potatoes this month, don't we? So, and we just so happen to have a shed load of potatoes on hand for planting with. Oh, I see. I see a mushroom. Well, the thing is, we know that although we're rich now, as in, like, from my perspective, in a minute we're going to blow all that profit that we just made on a shiny tractor. But that's my point, that we've been looking for that, and if us ducking and diving all the way through the winter means that we now can do that, we've also got the ridge maker, which is, we can actually do potatoes properly. Do you do the ridges before or after? It doesn't really matter which way we do this, just I don't think, well, some of it's not really there. Yeah, that's what I mean. Now that got it. I saw it jiggle. I mean, yeah, the other thing is to look at, I'd forgotten about that, we bought the header too. We've been leasing all the time, the header. We've now got the bigger of the headers as well, which is perfect for the Rotomash. Nice 6 metre. And it's even its own brand, so it really is. And of course, yeah, additional for stock, even though I'm disappointed in the fact that, yeah, that was a clear 6 grand profit. So then, now we want to buy both of these, which is going to seriously, just checking that it not got any of the extras. Yeah, we're going to buy you as a 325. Okay, we'll keep rear to wheels. It's cost us nothing. Yep. And you too, which is seriously decimated what we actually own. Now it's also going to cost us an arm and a leg to actually repair that beast. We know this, so we will do that. And we're exactly where we said we wanted to be, which is with 3 big tractors. We've lost the Massey and we've gained back a lot of wheeler dealery, and we've gained for the Let's Play, and not only that, we've got that beautiful potato planter. which is again a great asset. So I think this team of 3 biggies is probably not a bad thing for us to have. Let's repair both of these because we're going to need this very potato planter almost immediately. We've got our front box which we could put potatoes in, which I modified it for. Yeah, I'm hoping Giants allow me that one because I think it would benefit a lot of people. It's my kind of front box, but I'm quite sure there's a lot of other people who really want an active box. Oh. Will you pay attention? That's because you're used to selling them now. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, great. I'd have to roll the entire session back, and as I know, so we're going to lease one now. Very clever. I mean, I know you've made profit on it and all, but oh my life, you know, seriously, you just couldn't write it, could you? Now we're going to have to lease the very one we just sold. Yeah, we do. Not really, though. We really wanted to own the very one that we just done. My bad. Oh, well. That's the trouble with chatting. Right, it was in the month of March. I'm going to leave it there. We've got that ready for next time. We've got the front box. We will give this the victory lap it can do. Now, I would think we also rested the soil from the original. Yeah, well, obviously we did potatoes a few years ago, but the soil has well been rested from that. So we will grab the front box, grab some taters in both, and we will get cracking with some spud. But I think I want to do the biggest field because we know that makes a good profit. So I'm trying to go for profit lines that are good because it's difficult on hard economy. So I've got to like the yeah, no, I missed those two. I need to do something about that. I need to block it off. So we want the front box, which is where it should be here. Yeah, I think we'll go for our original field. I mean, that other field now, we've got 4 beautiful fields. Just for that 10 minutes of ploughing, we've now got 4 fields. So let's fill them with potatoes. Yep, that's what we want. Fantastic, and we're going to set this going as you do. Fantastic. Now let's have a look. Did that other field need liming as I think it did? That I said I was going to set it going, but then I didn't. Yes, it does. Right, let's quickly set the John Deere, our auxiliary vehicle, and we can only use the back now. So I think I'll do this. Yeah, I'll do last job of the day. Let's get this liming. I hate leaving those in long grass because you can't see which way around the well, this has got like the chevrons at the back, which is where I would think a sensible person should leave it. So let's get that new field done. Got our bale stats. Yeah, there's a couple of bales that I'd forgotten. That one that I thought that needs grabbing. So straw wise, we're ready for animals. We just need to be able to afford some animals. That is fertilizer, not lime. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Ooh, okay. We need a weight. We have one at the shop. We haven't used it in a long while, but it does. It's definitely there. In fact, it might be too heavy. I suppose in a way I've got to give myself the thing for that. The potato planter on top of all the other things we bought did tip us over a bit. I suppose is the only way I can sort of justify the weight is somewhere around here. Will this survive on the front to begin with, though, the transportation, or will it tip it over? This is a heavy weight, and it's the heaviest that the game carries at present. It's managing it all right. Ooh. It's a little bit wobbly. It's going to take a while for that field to be... Ooh, wow, it is a bit crazy now. Yeah, when you try to slow down, it's like all over the place. Right straight away, otherwise I always find you've got to get up to speed with this, because once you slow down, or if I come uphill, you lose all of you'd start to grind, you like lose way too much line because your vehicle's going slow, so it's not casting properly. So we're going to go to the top of the field with this in mind. Because otherwise, we'll lose so much momentum that it will cost us all this line just to go up the field. And I think, actually, wow, this is a big field, you know. I mean, I knew it was, but I mean, it's only when you see the fact that I think it's 2 sets of line isn't going to quite be enough. I think it's going to be like 2.5. Not that I'm complaining, it basically means we've got a big field, which it's win-win, isn't it, really? Yeah, we shall repair the... Will we do it? Don't know. It's going to be close. Very close. As in, like, yeah, that close. Wow. Well, I am right. They'll go sideways, I think. 2 or 3 42-metre spreads. So we didn't do badly on that. There's a little tiny bit of a... It's a real... I did say, that's what I said. These little tractors are not the best for this. You've got to use the lay of the land. Otherwise, as I said, we would have got halfway up that and wasted half of the tub of lime just because it's a bad... Right, lime. Right, yeah, I've enjoyed this session because it's been very different. Now then, let's just that thing, do that. Yeah.